What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Halo, the Master Chief Collection. This is Halo Combat Evolved, and this is the achievement guide, Headhunter, for getting all of the skulls throughout the campaign. The first skull, the Iron Skull, is located here on the Pillar of Autumn, the first mission, right at the beginning behind these purple containers. And once you pick it up, you will get an achievement. You will get an achievement for each skull, and then the Headhunter achievement for all of the skulls. Our next skull is on the mission Halo, and once again, right at the beginning of the mission, you're going to head out of this crashed, I guess, escape pod, I think it is, and you're going to want to go towards this waterfall. Now, I've sped this up for you so we don't have to sit here forever. For whatever reason, there is no sprint in this game, so we're going to take our time, come over behind this rock, and we will find the mythic skull. Once you pick it up, you will get yet another achievement, this one for picking up the mythic skull specifically. A little bit further into the mission, you're going to get a warthog, and using this warthog, you're supposed to go down this little hill and into a crevice, which is going to open up into a tunnel, but instead, stay to the right of that crevice, hop out here, and go along this kind of cliff side type thing, and just head all the way down here where these trees are, and you will find the boom skull, which will unlock yet another achievement, this one being specific for the boom skull. This next one is on Truth and Reconciliation. As you can see here, I have entered into the hangar bay and I'm going over to this door, which is currently locked. Now I'm going to sit by this door because the door is only going to open when enemies come out of it, and the skull is located behind that door. So as you can see here, I'm clearing out the room to make the enemies spawn, and then I'm going to run all the way back down here and sit around here, wait for more enemies, waiting, still waiting, just keep killing everything. And now I notice that the door is open behind me, so we go right through, turn left, and there is our skull. And yet another achievement, this one being specific for the foreign skull. At the beginning of the mission, the Silent Cartographer, you're going to be dropped off on this beach, and instead of going forward, turn to your left and come back here. You're going to be going to the top of this plateau. If you go around this side and just keep going, follow the path that I'm going. I've sped this up once again so it doesn't take forever. Still no sprint in this game. Hasn't changed over the missions. There's still no sprint. If you get all the way to the top of this plateau and come all the way to the end, your skull will be right there for you to pick up. This is the Famine Skull, and this will unlock yet another achievement, this one being specific to the Famine Skull. Further in the Silent Cartographer, you're going to come to this point, and notice how I have an overshield on and also have plasma grenades. Down this hallway, you're supposed to activate a computer, but if you turn right and you throw a plasma grenade somewhere around there, jump up, and you should be able to just make it onto that ledge. As you could see, if I didn't have the overshield, I would have died, so make sure to pick up an overshield, and you can find your skull right here. It is the bandana skull. So just gonna screw around for a second and then pick it up, and we will get yet another achievement, this one specific for the bandana skull. On Assault on the Control Room, you're going to come to this room with a little fog thing in the middle, and if you plasma grenade jump up here, you should be able to make it into here. It's going to probably take you a couple tries. It took me a couple tries, but there is your skull. It's really not too hard to get. Fog Skull. That will unlock yet another achievement, this one specific to the Fog Skull. Further on in Assault on the Control Room, you're going to come to this point, and most likely you'll be in a vehicle. However, I'm kind of just legging it. If you come off to the right side, you're supposed to go to the left, but if you come off to the right, you'll see this little ledge here that you can jump down onto. You'll take a little bit of damage, but you should be fine, and you'll get your Malfunction Skull as well as your achievement. Now, there's no way back up from here, so if you're looking to complete the mission, just jump off and you'll respawn. Our next skull is located on 343 Guilty Spark, and this is not too far into the level. In fact, this is just after the beginning, and at this point you're supposed to go inside where all of these guys are coming from, but instead hug this right side wall and just continue and slide down here, and you will find your skull. Really not that hard to find. This is the Recession Skull, and it will unlock a specific achievement for getting the Recession Skull. On the library, the Guilty Spark is going to be showing you the path to go. However, instead of following him into the next room, which is going to be a yellow room, you'll have to grenade jump up onto this block and then go into the right vent. Not the left one, the right one. and you're going to jump on in there. I turned on my flashlight just to help you guys see a little bit better. And as you get up to the top, you should get this skull, which is the Black Eye Skull. And once you pick it up, you will get a achievement specific to the Black Eye Skull. At the very end of the library, if you go forward into that blue beam, the mission will end. So I suggest hugging this right side wall and just make your way around. I have once again sped this up because once again there is still no run in this game. Just keep on hugging this right side wall, go all the way around. It's going to take a little while. This is at 200% times speed, so it takes a little bit, but you will find your skull on the opposite side of where you entered the room. I would recommend picking up the skull from behind, because if you get it from in front, you might trigger the cutscene before you actually pick it up and end the mission. On 2 betrayals, you're going to come to a third section where you need to grab a Banshee. You're going to fly a Banshee a couple times in this mission. I do believe it's the 3rd time. And you're going to take this for a very long ride. This is sped up 200% speed because, once again, instead of there being no run, there is also no boost on any of the vehicles here in Halo Combat Evolved. As you can see, I'm flying past the objective right now, and I'm going towards this area of the map. We've gone through here a couple times. And if you just land up on top of here, you will find the Pinata Skull just right there. Pretty simple, and the achievement will pop specifically for the Pinata Skull. Our final skull is located on the final mission, the Maw, and if you're better at Warthogs than me, you won't flip it. So, once you get to this area where you're going to have to go outside to this like bridgey bit where Foehammer is supposed to pick you up, no spoilers, Foehammer gets messed up and destroyed. If you come out here, you're going to notice these 2 pipes, one on the left and one on the right. Park up against the right one, and you might actually be able to already see the skull. It's up on top of this pipe. So park carefully enough so you don't fall off like I almost do here. Jump up on top of your Warthog, jump up on top of the pipe, and you should be able to go and grab your Grunt Birthday Party skull, no problem. You will get an achievement specific to this skull, and if you're lucky, for whatever reason, my Headhunter achievement, the one for collecting all the skulls, did not pop, but you will get the Headhunter achievement as well. As I said before, the Headhunter achievement did not pop for me, but I promise that I have shown all of the skull locations, so if the achievement doesn't pop for you, don't worry, it's probably just a glitch, it'll figure itself out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all that fun junk. Check down in the description for some awesome links, some awesome things, my Twitter, Facebook, donation page, bunch of other things you might be interested in. Thank you for joining me. Keep it here for more Halo Master Chief Collection and a bunch of other things. Until tomorrow, ta-ra.